Right now, live at 5, we sit down for a one-on-one interview with Minnesota's governor, who shares what he plans to do to help Northlanders dealing with devastating flooding. Plus, the Duluth School District is responding tonight after a student brought a Confederate flag to school. And all aboard the Vista Fleet. Our morning team takes us out on the lake for a preview of this summer's special season.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Briggs LaSavage. Kristen is off tonight. A week after his visit to International Falls, Minnesota's governor has plans to help people experiencing some of the worst flooding that region has ever seen. CBS 3's Quinn Gorham sat down with Walls for a one-on-one interview today. Quinn, what did he have to say?
Well, Briggs, I think one of the most pressing issues in the entire state right now is the record-breaking flooding up near the border. And that's what a good chunk of our conversation was about. The biggest takeaway, respect and concern for the situation many are facing up there. What did you take away from your visit last week to International Falls and the surrounding area?
Well, first, the resiliency of the folks up there that are fighting a pretty catastrophic situation. I think
the resiliency is something Walls says is going to have to continue. Despite hitting a 50-year high, the water levels on Rainy Lake still haven't crested, and even when they do, it could be months before they return to normal levels. Walls spoke to the help roughly 130 National Guard members have consistently provided, filling roughly 1 million sandbags in the last few weeks. As for solutions, he says he's committed to helping wherever he can. Walls for now says it's important to stop water from encroaching on public infrastructure wherever possible. After that, cleaning up the sandbags will be the next task, but more importantly, he wants to take the necessary steps in making sure something like this doesn't happen again.
So I think the next steps are we got a budget with a bonding bill in it that's got some help for International Falls, and then we start thinking about resiliency, how we build our roads, how we fortify our lakeside areas, how we think about protecting that strategic infrastructure like the water treatment plant in the future.
Again, that's the plan for down the line, and Governor Walls stressed the top priority is continuing to work with local leaders to provide assistance wherever is needed. Flooding isn't the only thing we talked about today, though. We also discussed the Test to Treat program being pioneered at the deck next week, the possibility of a special session, and gun control. All of those, I'll have his answers to those questions coming up tonight at 6.
All right, looking forward to it. Quinn Gorham in the studio for us tonight. Thanks, Quinn. Meanwhile, a warning to anyone planning a trip to the Boundary Waters. Superior National Forest leaders say water levels continue to rise there, too, making for some dangerous conditions since the water is also very cold. BWCA visitors should call ahead to either a station, outfitter, guide, or Forest Service office, which can all give you the latest on conditions in your area. And some relief for volunteers in flood-ridden areas. Sandbags will be self-serve on Sunday. Leaders say a big supply of pre-filled bags will give those volunteers a much-deserved day off. The Cary Park site will be open at full capacity until 6 Saturday night. Then self-serve bags will also still be available at the Voyager Way location. Dave joins us now for a quick look at the weather. And Dave, it seems like the river there is only expected to crest next week.
Yeah, and lakes up north expected to stay pretty high. So authorities are also urging boaters who are on those swollen lakes to try to go without a wake, because instead of your wake crashing on shore, it's bouncing up against cabins and buildings and causing even farther damage. So taking a look at the map that shows where the zone is, yeah, indeed, it's still up north, and it will stay in effect until further notice, until the Weather Service decides it can finally be dropped. There are some signs that by the next week or so, hopefully they could ease it up a little bit, but it will be a lasting problem. Problem with heavy rains this weekend? I really don't think so. We do have a rain chance coming, but now the latest charts indicate precipitation totals won't be that heavy, and it'll take 3 to 4 days to get there. So coming our way is a low-pressure system from the west that after midnight tonight will create a chance for some rain and maybe some thunder on Saturday, but just some sprinkly showers on Sunday. Short-term forecast says 40% chance for rain after midnight, low temps in the 50s. Tomorrow, because of thicker cloud cover, it'll be highs in the 60s. with a 50% chance for showers and thunderstorms. Come Sunday, maybe some sprinkles. Monday is another chance for thunder, a chance that could have a better odds shot at getting towards the severe levels rather than the one on Saturday. We'll talk more about that and how long it dares to last in just a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. The House Select Committee has begun a series of hearings detailing evidence that it uncovered in its investigation into the January 6th Capitol attack. The committee laid out in a primetime public hearing Thursday night its most comprehensive picture yet of what happened. Natalie Brand reports from Capitol Hill.
The historic primetime hearing of the Select Committee investigating the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol is just the first.
The world is watching what we do here.
As the panel lays out its case that former President Donald Trump oversaw and coordinated a multi-part plan to overturn the 2020 election.
We believe Donald Trump is responsible. He lit the flame. He summoned the mob. This could still be a problem. Democracy is not safe unless we agree to follow a certain set of standards.
In never-seen-before testimony, former Attorney General Bill Barr said he made clear he didn't agree with the idea the election was stolen.
I told the president was.
I respect Attorney General Barr, so I accepted what he was saying.
Former President Trump, responding on his social media platform, blasted his daughter, saying she was not involved in studying election results. House GOP leaders have criticized the committee as political and illegitimate. In a new revelation by the panel Thursday, Vice Chair Liz Cheney said that Pennsylvania Republican Scott Perry and multiple other GOP members sought presidential pardons for their roles in attempting to overturn the election. Congressman Perry on Twitter called it an absolute shameless and soulless lie.
We have the documentation.
The committee also revealed Thursday that the former president did not call federal law enforcement to protect the Capitol that day. Then Vice President Mike Pence did, as officers engaged in hand-to-hand combat.
I saw friends with blood all over their faces. I was slipping in people's blood.
CBS News has confirmed a former DOJ official is expected to testify next week. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Former Vice President Pence's lawyer, Greg Jacob, is expected to testify before the committee on Thursday. Closer to home now, tonight, the community is responding after a Duluth student brought a Confederate flag to school. That prompted Denfeld High School students to stage a walkout yesterday afternoon on their last day of class. District leaders say earlier that morning, a student displayed and wore the Confederate flag in the Commons area, which is against their policy since the flag is largely seen as a symbol of slavery and racism. They say staff addressed the situation immediately and the student was disciplined based on guidance in their handbook, although they didn't shed light on what exactly that included. Still, some students tell us they were deeply offended by the flag and hope their walkout sent a message. The district is working with the Duluth NAACP on their response to the situation. They also had folks with men as peacemakers available for students to talk to. Duluth school leaders say they're committed to creating a respectful learning environment free of any harassment or violence. You can read their full statement on our website, cbs3duluth.com. Still to come on Live at 5, the sun is shining and the big woods are calling. We've got trail reports from across the region coming up in Trail by Trail.
Is handcrafted for every lifestyle, making memories since 1882. In store at 365 Canal Park Drive or online at DuluthPack.com.
Hold on to your napkins, cheeseburger fans. DQ is taking taste buds for an all-out flavor ride with the new signature stack burger menu featuring 5 mouth-wowing cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. Like the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 amazing premium sauces. And the spicy flamethrower stack burger with, oh, hello, jalapeno bacon. So tell your taste buds to buckle up and try the new DQ signature stack burger menu today. Get it delivered at DQ.com. DQ, happy tastes good.
Arby's, 2 for $6. Every
day. Oh, it's got ranch on it. Oh, it's got ranch on it. Two of those things for just $6. Arby's, we have the meat.
Frost River, sustainable American manufacturing. Crafted by hand. Powered by nature. Adventure authentically with Frost River.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northland still to this day. Join me, Kristen Bakke, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining.
Brought to you by Range Regional Airport. Watch Eye on Mining with Kristen Bakke every Tuesday at 10. Only on live, local CBS 3.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from downtown Duluth tonight. It was another beautiful summer day out there today, but you can see some clouds starting to roll in ahead of the weekend. Dave will be in with the latest on potential for rain in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region. An exciting competition this weekend in Gilbert and a bike trail report from Cook County. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, trail by trail. We start in Gilbert, Minnesota, not with a trail report, but a fun family event for this weekend. The Upper Midwest Trials Association National Motor Trials Competition will run Saturday and Sunday at the OHV Park. This is only the second time that national-level motor trials have been held on the Iron Range. The competition works a little bit like golf. Competitors will take on 12 sections of track. Once a rider enters that section, they cannot put their foot down, and each time they do, it costs them a point. Then, just like golf, the rider with the fewest points is the winner. The event is free. And next we head to Sawyer County for another report from the North Country Riders. After a pretty dry week, they say things must be a bit dusty this weekend, so they ask riders to watch their speed, increase following distance, and remember that Wisconsin law is to have your headlights on at all times. All trails in Sawyer County are open, and members will also be at the Ammo Spring Ride tomorrow in Cable. And we wrap up in Cook County tonight with a report from the Superior Cycling Association. They maintain 31 miles of single track in the Superior National Forest in Tofte, Lutsen, and Grand Marais. The club hosts several events and clinics throughout the year to make cycling more accessible to all ages and abilities. All trails are currently open except for the High Climber and the Back 80. Tomorrow, the group will be out repairing High Climber, and they ask visitors to respect those closures. Work starts at 9 a.m., and there will be a cookout at 3. If you or someone you know is part of a local ATV club or trail association, send us a report, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, trail by trail. Still to come on Live at 5, tomorrow is National Get Outdoors Day, and there will be plenty to do across the Northland. Details on how Minnesotans can fish for free in just a few minutes.
Normal high is 71. Today we got 76. Tomorrow, maybe 66 is more likely as those clouds Briggs pointed out picking up and start to drop some rain, maybe some showers, possibly some thunderstorms. Will they be severe or not? Probably not on Saturday, but Monday may be a different tale, which we'll talk about after the break.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
I'm Carrie Harris, owner of Diabetic and Comfort Shoes. We have been in business in the Northland helping you with your everyday foot problems stemming from diabetes to plantar fasciitis for the past 17 years. Stop in and see the complete line of men's and women's shoes, from SAS to Allegria to Vionic, for those millions of people battling plantar fasciitis. And we still have a great selection of comfortable shoes for diabetics, Medicare and Minnesota healthcare approved. Remember, no foot problem is too big or too small. We'll find the way to your soul.
Injured? Call Stockman Law Office. Payments of medical bills and wages. Money for pain and suffering. Call anytime 218-576-8599. No recovery, no fee. Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries, serious law.
Hey, neighbor, you supposed to your T-Mobile home internet yet?
Trim your hedge.
It's $50 a month with no price hikes. Bam! It runs on T-Mobile's wireless 5G network. So all you gotta do is plug in one cord.
T-Mobile 5G home internet. Just $50 a month. No price hikes, no hidden fees.
I did it. Oh! I switched to T-Mobile home internet, and I am loving it.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
Why didn't you tell me to switch earlier?
Angie's Closet is a consignment boutique that offers designer brand women's clothes and accessories all at an affordable price. You're sure to say the word cute about 1,000 times when you walk through our doors. Visit Angie's Closet, located on Tower Avenue.
Today, we sat down with Minnesota's Governor Walz and asked him the questions most important to you. His answers coming up.
Clouds are starting to move in and advance the Saturday storm chance.
Hi, everyone. I'm Natalie Grant. I am so excited to be waking up with you every weekday from 5 to 7 right here on CBS 3.
Wake up with Natalie and Peter on CBS 3. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, again, referring to Briggs, a little while ago, she talked about the clouds thickening up over the Twin Ports, and they're doing so over a good portion of the region. We have this live look over towards Effie, where you can see the sky becoming a little bit more gray than blue. That's a low pressure system coming our way to bring us some much needed rain. Today, the fire threat did go down in Minnesota. We didn't have to worry about any red flag warnings or anything like that, but it's still dry. And so hopefully some rain over the next 4 days will help ease the problem. We're not going to get that much in the way of rain. Yesterday's charts were pretty enthusiastic. Now things have dialed down. I'll show it to you in here in just a bit. But right now we eye up the current conditions from Duluth International. Partly sunny sky, 74 the current temp. West-northwest wind at 10 miles per hour, 37% for the relative humidity. So that's up about 10 percentage points from yesterday, and that's enough to put us back into the less dangerous zone, so to speak. Air pressure 29.83, and our current temperatures, pretty warm day today by our June standards, low to mid 70s for much of the interior Arrowhead, and even fairly warm by the lake. Two Harbor 75, though only 50 in Grand Marais, 75 Moose Lake and Cloquet, and probably Esco too. 70 La Pointe, surrounded by water, still on the mild side. 77 Ashland, 76 Superior, 75 for Hayward, lower 70s for the Upper Peninsula. This warm stretch from the past couple of days does ease away tomorrow as those clouds go up. It blocks sunshine. That solar radiation being blocked and reflected then lets things get just a little bit cooler under the cloud deck. And after all that rigmarole, that means the weekend should be in the 60s. Here's our low pressure system coming our way, an occluded low rumbling out of the Rockies here. Not overly potent, at least not to begin with. Right now, rain showers are trying to fill into the western and central parts of Minnesota, but taking a dive just to the south of our region. So really not much action for the UP, Wisconsin, and most of Minnesota right now. But that should change after midnight as the low gets closer. And that leads us then to a 40% chance for showers overnight, 60% chance for non-severe thunderstorms on Saturday. Then on Sunday, the backside of the low winds things down to just showers. But then a second low farther to the west could bring another round of precip Monday and Tuesday. And the Monday system could make for some stronger thunderstorms. Once we get into Tuesday night, the rain left behind by all of this doesn't add up to too much, no. Maybe a tenth to a third of an inch for a lot of Minnesota, and maybe a tenth to a half of an inch for northwestern Wisconsin. But since we're running an inch deficit now, we can use whatever we can get. And tonight we get Minnesota low temps on the mild side from 49 to 54. 40% rain chance after midnight, as we mentioned, and Wisconsin and Michigan gets a 30% rain chance at about 3 o'clock in the morning. Low temps there, lower 50s. For tomorrow, Wisconsin and Michigan numbers run 67 to 71. The normal is 71. 60% chance for thunderstorms there. Minnesotans get a 50% chance for thunderstorms with low 60s by the lake and 67 to 72 farther inland. The Aiken-McGregor area may be the hot spot for our area on Saturday. Then comes Sunday, just a 20% chance for sprinkles, 62 the high, 60% chance for potentially strong thunderstorms Monday, then some showers Tuesday. And by Tuesday, look at those high temps. We get into the upper 70s, Briggs. Summer looks like it will be here.
Yeah, I think a lot of people anxious for you to add the next day to the 7 days. Saturday next week is Grandma's Marathon.
Yep, and I don't want to take a guess too early because,
No.
you know, that could go either way at this stage of the game.
Absolutely. Well, a lot of people will be watching closely when you do
we will
add
be
it.
tracking the 18th, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Thanks, Dave. Well, if you're looking to get rid of the stress this week, you can spend some time outdoors at a state park. Tomorrow, all 75 Minnesota state parks are free. You don't need a vehicle permit to enter any of the park or recreation areas. The free park day coincides with National Get Outdoors Day, too. This is the third of 4 free park days, and the fourth and final one will be coming up on November 25th. And if you're more into fishing, Minnesota and Michigan residents are in luck. You can fish without a license this weekend, but there's a catch. A child 15 or younger must be fishing with you. This is part of Take a Kid Fishing Weekend, a free DNR initiative aimed at getting more people outdoors. Kids 15 and younger are not required to have a fishing license, but they do have to abide by all other fishing regulations. Take a Kid Fishing Weekend gives people the chance to get outdoors and have some family fun. Crowds are flocking to Park Point today to find their very own diamond in the rough. The 2022 Park Point Rummage Sale kicked off this morning in Duluth. The annual event features more than 4 miles of sales along Minnesota Avenue. There's also food stands scattered along the route. We talked to one shopper who made the trek all the way from Hinckley, all just to find a good deal.
Just fun to meet all the people and find good deals, and we never leave with an empty wagon. Mostly kitchen stuff, tongs, a couple knives, pair of Cabela boots for $5 were a real good deal. And I'm not sure what the wife paid for these. She just put them in.
Well, if you plan on heading to Park Point, there is free street parking and free parking at the beach house, too. The rummage sale runs tomorrow until 5 o'clock. Well, it's that time of the show now where we get to talk about adoptable pets. And today's pet comes to us from the Humane Society of Douglas County in Superior. This is Baby Belle. She is a 1-year-old cat full of spunk. Our friends at the shelter say she is sweet and loves attention, and she'll definitely let you know when she's ready for pets and attention. Very, very sweet kitty, and a pretty one, too. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Baby Belle, you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, as summer is ramping up, so is tourism season. Our morning crew got aboard a Vista Fleet cruise. See meteorologist Peter Kavakauskas drive the boat next.
What's better than having fast, reliable internet and Wi-Fi? How about having internet that's even faster than you pay for? According to the FCC, Mediacom download speeds are an average of 122% faster than advertised. 122%. So you get all the speed you need and then some, plus 99.99% network reliability and Wi-Fi that connects and protects your whole home. Not all internet is created equal. Mediacom gives you more.
Did the moon really fill the entire night sky? Was the food made by an alchemist? And the streets filled with music? Could we reach up and touch the stars in this world that felt so intimately ours? Were these experiences out of this world? Or did they just feel otherworldly? And is there any difference? Explore Minnesota.
Celebrate the dad or grad in your life with a gift from Numi Jewelers. Come shop with us.
True love is guaranteed at Numi Jewelers.
Family-owned Les Grumdahl Window and Siding has been serving the Northland for over 75 years. As second and third generation craftsmen, we provide the finest and most advanced window and siding products available. Our installation professionals do quality work you can depend on. But we're most proud of our award-winning customer service. Come in and visit our new location on Highway 61 or visit us online to learn more.
Who are you going to call?
When building, you hire a team of specialists to ensure your house turns out exactly as you imagined. Major financial transitions like retirement deserve the same level of care and craftsmanship. At MPPL Financial, we assemble a diverse team of experts to develop a plan to ensure you only have to retire once. Call today for your free second opinion consultation so your retirement turns out exactly as you imagined. MPPL Financial. Answers to the most important questions of your life.
One of the reasons that I love our focus here at CBS 3, which is live and local, is because that's me. I'm from here. This is my home. When people reach out with a story idea or a concern about something going on in their neighborhood that they would like to know more about, and they're looking to us for answers, that means a lot to me. It's just incredibly important that we show up for the folks in our region and make sure that they are in the know as much as we are.
I love living in the Northland. I've lived here now for about coming on 9 years. And the community, I think, is something really special. Once I was able to really sink my teeth into who Duluth is as a community, it really made things a whole lot more special. We have such a wide viewing area. We span all the way from northern Minnesota to the Twin Ports, into Wisconsin, over to Michigan. There's endless opportunities for you to get to know a community.
Start your morning with Natalie Grant and Peter Kavitkauskas on CBS 3.
Summer tourism season has begun, a time local businesses rely heavily on to make a bulk of their revenue. With relaxed COVID restrictions and increased desire to travel, it's expected to be a busy summer for the Northland. Our CBS 3 morning team checked out how one Duluth attraction is ramping up its offerings and hoping to teach people a lesson or two about the Big Lake.
There you go. Tell us more over that way. Okay.
So we're expecting a busy season. People are excited to visit Duluth, and a lot of people are here to see Lake Superior and see the busy action of the shipping the Twin Ports. We're ready for everybody to come.
Lots of people.
Roger that, thank you.
What was your favorite part?
Probably the bridge, because the guy kept on waving to us.
I watch it from my porch every day. Now I can say I drove it.
A lot of locals live here, but they don't actually know the history of here. So I think just connecting people with the shipping harbor history and getting to see Duluth from a different perspective.
After we get past the corner up here, we'll head for the aquarium.
They are also good ice-breaking vessels.
We want people to really just take in the beauty here. A lot of people kind of use Duluth as a stop to go up the North Shore, but we want people to spend a little longer here and like really appreciate it.
The Vista Fleet offers a wide variety of cruises throughout the summer and fall seasons, ranging from sightseeing to sunset dinner cruises. We have more information listed on our website, cbs3duluth.com.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, red hot inflation, the record high prices you're paying for gas, groceries, and rent as consumer prices hit their high.
When purchasing your vehicle, search conveniently, buy confidently. It's used car buying that's built for you by your Ford dealer.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Diabetics understand all too well the pain of pricking your fingers. But now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can immediately reduce your pain. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 or more times daily, injecting insulin 3 or more times daily, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn about this groundbreaking new CGM technology. And if you have Medicare, you can get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 or more times daily, injecting insulin 3 or more times daily, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how you can get your own continuous glucose monitor or CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Find the home of your dreams with Homes by Edmonds. Whether you're buying or selling, trust Duluth's oldest real estate company, Homes by Edmonds, LLP. Sunday mornings at 10:30 on CBS 3.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this finally Friday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. Tonight at 5, we heard from Governor Tim Walz after he spoke to us in a one-on-one interview today. He spoke about the flooding up north and says the top priority right now is working with local leaders on assistance. Once the flooding recedes, he says discussions on future infrastructure and resiliency will need to take place. We'll hear from the governor on other issues impacting Minnesotans coming up at 6. And also tonight at 6, 9 Wisconsinites have been charged in the Capitol riots, but not all of those cases have been resolved. Tonight we break down where those cases stand and how many still have to go before a judge. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.